By the way, Andy tricked us too. He started putting us on his YouTube videos, and people started showing up to our dealership for trainings and shit, and which was kind of fun. We had a dealership across the street, and their sales team would come over and be like, "Hey, I saw you guys on Andy's YouTube. Can you tell us how to handle this objection?" I'm like, "Sure, come on in, man. Come here, have a seat. What's your name? What do we got going on?" He's like, "My name's Fernando. I'm a 19-year-old kid. I'm right across the street." And my boss would walk around the corner and be like, "What the hell are you guys doing? You're training the whole competition." Well, dude, I got an abundance mindset. If the customer comes over to me, I'm closing their butts. So my boss was not like that, which I could understand. We're literally training the competition now. Yeah. And then after I saw the fulfillment of like Fernando and these guys going back and they're changing their lives and their families are walking differently and their lives are changing, I'm like, it's not about the money anymore. I called an ownership meeting with my team, and we told them that we wanted to leave. And they immediately went to the money. How much do we got to keep you guys to stay? How much? And I said, dude, here's the key to leadership. Here's the biggest key I can tell you. The reason why we left that store is because they were no longer the leaders that we wanted to follow. We wanted to follow somebody that was doing stuff that we could actually take that next step for in our personal growth. So if you take this as you will, but a lot of people don't realize that not only can you fire somebody on your sales team, but they can fire your ass too. Yep. So if they leave you, they fired you. I want you to understand that. So if somebody leaves your sales team, you got fired. Don't go joke around, "Oh, they were pieces of shit," all this stuff. No, you hired them, and then they went and chose to go to a different deal. "Oh, they went for a red line. They went for this. They went for a pay increase." They fired you is what happened. Yeah. If the culture was right, people will work for culture or they will work for money. Okay, so if the culture and the leadership is correct, they'll go to that place. Yep. So that's why we have an unrecruitable sales team, and Andy's always telling people, you could give my team $10 million, and they wouldn't leave because they work for more than money. And that's what we figured out. And Andy he's the master of self-leadership, leading himself, and then other people wanting to be like that. Not envy him, but emulate what he's doing. Yeah. And that's what I'm doing with my team. That's how I continue to build the Elliott Group, is I become the dude, and then they don't want to leave.
Yeah. So after you left that, then how has your life been? How did it go? Did it go worse for a little while and then better?
No, man. No, instantly. I mean, I went from a penthouse in Denver. So check this out. So I had a brand new penthouse in Denver right next to the Nuggets MVP. My brother had one on the same floor. Dude, we're rolling. We got the cars. We're doing great, man. And we quit our jobs, right? And it's just like, our lives, we moved out to Oklahoma, okay, to live on the side of a hotel.
This was before you moved here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You moved from Denver.
We moved to Denver to Oklahoma. That's where Andy was at.
Did you guys have girls at the time?
No.
Family? Okay.
No. So we have family back there, but no, nothing serious. No serious girls. Andy helped us fix some of our personal relationship issues too. That we weren't very successful in our personal relationships, and now we have amazing women because again we became the people that attracted them. Yeah, we were going through a lot of relationships that weren't meaningful because we weren't meaningful in every area of our life. But we moved to Oklahoma, which I'll tell you about that. But we moved to Oklahoma. Funny story. We were. Literally, I'm in the most beautiful I've worked my whole life to get to this freaking building, nice penthouse. I'm like, it's amazing. And we quit our jobs, moved down to Oklahoma. I'm living in a La Quinta hotel, like on the side of the highway in nowhere, Oklahoma. It's cold as hell out. We've got a 700 square foot conference room, and I'm living there for 4 months. We're just selling $2.99, $39 product, DVDs and shit, and courses, and the one course that we had out at the time, and my life is amazing. It's way better. It's way better because I was doing something. I was chasing my purpose instead of money. I was chasing mastery instead of money for once. Most people that are listening to this podcast, you're chasing the money. You're not chasing the mastery. I got back to chasing the mastery. I was with somebody who I knew I could become better around. Every day I was getting progress, which is the key to your growth. And then all of a sudden there was a new dog inside of me. I was like so excited. I didn't give a shit about the apartment. I didn't care about everything that I left behind to go do it. Went from one of the top 1% paid salesmen in the country to not making much money at all. I mean, just imagine we're selling like nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm losing $5,000-$10,000 a month because I have a crazy amount of bills back home, and I'm loving it. I'm literally dwindling my savings down every single month, and I'm enjoying myself like I've never been, because now I feel like I'm doing something that's what I wanted to do my whole life.
Yeah.
You know? So it was crazy shit. And so we lived there for 4 months, and we built the company, and we built products, and we built things, and built up our seminar game, and we ran seminars every month. And then we moved to Arizona.
Nice.
Opened up the lines.
So how long have you guys been here in Arizona?
Been in Arizona for 2 years now. Two and a half years.
Met you guys at the
2.5
Optima,
years.
You guys were working with Andy at that time.
Oh yeah.
Oh really?
Oh yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I bought the Optima. I got the Optima online, because the Optima, if you don't know Arizona, it's the nicest apartment complex here. You know, so it reminded me of mine back home. So I was like, you know, I bought that online. Yeah. So I loved it, man. Met a lot of good people there.
Yeah. And so what, working there, now you're working with 100% people that are pretty much high performers, you know, from the get-go, right? And I mean, that's all he's trying to hire.
Oh, in our company?
Yeah. Well, after you left your car sales job, you're working with Andy. And Andy back in the car business helped me build a couple of guys that ended up being killers at the dealership. So I finally learned after years how to reproduce myself. So that became a skill of mine that I skill stacked, which you got to stack skills to become more valuable to your company and the market. But you said, how's it been? No, just working with high performers now.
Oh,
after you quit that, right?
Yeah. Crazy, right? Because I'm used to
your life, like.
Well, I was always used to being the big energy producer in the company and being the guy that just was like that everybody focused on. And if I wasn't there, you know, or one of my two guys was out, or a couple of my guys that were gone, you know, it's like the company was flat. Our company's never flat. In fact, I got some people right now that are less than a year into sales with us that are going to make, you know, 6 figures this month, that are like killing it. And they're pushing, like I had a meeting this morning with our entire team, highlighted 2 of our key players right now that are just insanely killing it. And they're 2 people who didn't have belief in themselves, didn't have courage. They were not great salespeople. We didn't hire them because they were great salespeople. We hired them because they had heart and they had dedication, and they were a part of our program, and they spoke the language. And fast forward, you know, I'm so proud of them. They're going to make, you know, 6 figures this month and have crazy breakthroughs.